Towards the end of the 2014-2015 school year, our staff was informed that Assistant Principal Gregory Harris would be coming over from Rock Creek to become the newest principal of Rowe Middle School. That spring, he met with the teachers and librarians and media specialists and secretaries and everybody else who worked in our building to hear all the different perspectives regarding the strengths and weaknesses of our school. He pledged to work with us and for us for at the very least the next 5 years. Unfortunately for us and the entire Rowe community, those 5 years are up, and Mr. Harris, the 2019 Oregon Middle School Principal of the Year, is leaving Rowe Middle School to become the first ever principal of Adrian C. Nelson High School. Throughout his tenure, Rowe has transformed in so many different ways, from building a more positive and rigorous learning environment, to focusing our equity lens, to developing systems that benefit both staff and students alike. Mr. Harris's fingerprints are all over all the vast improvements our school culture has undergone. He will leave behind a saddened yet thankful staff and a legacy that will be tough to match. We'd like to take this opportunity to share our gratitude and show our appreciation for the man who has been our leader for the last half decade.
Hi Greg, this is your video to say farewell, and I mean please do farewell. It has been really nice to have a leader that I respect, and because of that you have made me a better educator, because I've actually, cared enough to impress my superior. So for that I'm grateful, and it's been fantastic just getting to know you over these past 5 years. You will definitely be missed. I'm sure everyone is telling you that, but mostly I want to wish you luck in your future endeavor, and I hope that your new staff at the new high school is aware of how fortunate they are to have you as their administrator.
Greg, I want to say thank you for your leadership and your mentorship, man. For caring for this community through a lens of equity. It's been inspiring working with you. I've learned a ton, and I'm going to miss having you around greatly. I hope that you take over the new high school with guts and glory, and turn that into the place it needs to be, which I have full confidence you will do. Take care. We'll see you around.
Hi, Greg. Something I really appreciate about you is how humble you are. Even when you're getting really well-deserved awards yourself, you still point back to staff and students at Rowe and help us feel included, and I really appreciate that. I also really appreciate that you lead with compassion. I remember learning that the word compassion had to do with empathy combined with action. And that's something I notice over and over and over with you, is that you are heart and mind in action. You're always talking about equity for students, equity in the classroom, access for students. And I often think that I'm doing a good job, but you help me see all the areas where I can improve. And I think that whenever I think equity from now on, I'm gonna hear you say those words. I'm gonna see you in my mind, and I'm gonna try to live up to the standard that you have set at Rowe Middle School. So thanks for all you've done, and good luck.
Hey Greg, it's Greg. Just want to say thanks and congratulations. Thanks for the 5 years at Rowe. It's amazing that it's gone by so quick. Just wanted to say how much we appreciate you. We're going to miss you, and good luck at the high school. I have a feeling though, you'll be back to middle school. I think middle school is truly your calling. So hopefully get a lot of great experiences at the high school, and someday soon you'll be coming back to Rowe. So take care. And one thing though, when you're gone, it will be kind of nice when I'm walking down the hallway and someone shouts Greg, I won't have to stop and turn around because I'll actually probably be talking to me next year. So we'll miss you. It's been fabulous. Thanks for being such an amazing leader, and have a great summer.
Hi, Greg. I just want to say thank you so much for all that you've done for Rowe. One thing I really appreciate about you is that when you came in, we were broken. We were working our butts off. Nobody noticed, and it really felt like nobody cared. And you came in and had this well of integrity already established within the district, and they listened to you, and they gave you what you needed to help turn our school around. And I just thank you so much for your just amazing systems planning, for your ability to know your staff and know people's strengths and be able to build on those. Your ability to not just rely on the same people over and over again, and to really go seek out others who you feel are going to fit a task. I really appreciate you seeing us as individuals and getting to know your teachers and know what we bring as teachers, and appreciating that. And we're just going to miss you so much. You've made such a difference in how we feel as professionals, and I know I've cried in your office a bunch of times, and I will miss being able to cry in your office. But I'm sure you're going to do great at the high school level. I think it's going to be a lot of work, though. So I don't know if it's really a good choice for you. We may see you back at middle school. And if it is, I hope we see you back at Rowe. Take care.
Greg, not enough time to say how much I appreciate you as an administrator, and for always making me feel like I got this, and just being so supportive. So thank you. And that next batch of teachers are a bunch of lucky folk.
Greg, you see things clearly even when they're muddy. You've created approximately 7,562 systems that we didn't have in place that make our school run smoothly. You're the first person to give credit to other people when things go well. You make time to listen, and as a person who's been in probably at least 2 meetings with you every week for the last 5 years, I know that I can always speak freely, probably too freely, and I trust that you believe what you say. When you speak, people listen. I know that you make it your job every day to hold all of us up and support us so that we can go out and do our jobs. And I'm pretty impressed by the fact that you get there before the rest of us, and I know you leave after me. I can just say I'm really happy I got to work with you. You're an exceptional leader and a great boss. It's gonna be really hard to replace you.
Greg, you have been a great boss and leader. I've always found you to be really approachable and super supportive, great advocate for students and staff. I'm really gonna miss you, and I wish you the best of luck moving forward. Take care.
Thank you, Principal Gregory Harris, for leading the way, for allowing Rowe, to be unique, to be loud, to be passionate, to be strong, to be us. You have created a leadership style that includes order and includes structure, and it also includes culture, and it celebrates who we are, and it allows students and staff and families in the community to have a voice, and I'm forever grateful for your leadership.
Greg Harris, the first in-service that we had when you came to Rowe, I stood up at the end and told you that was the best in-service that we would ever had, and they've only gotten better, and everything's only gotten better. When you first came, I found out that you were an Eagle Scout, and I knew 2 things. 1, that you were a nerd, and 2, that you would do your best. And that's what you've done every single day. Thank you so much for leading Rowe to where it is. You're awesome.
Hey, Greg, I just wanted to take a moment and let you know how much I've appreciated working with you over the last few years, and what a pleasure it's been. I remember the very first time we met, you had just been hired on as the new principal at Rowe, and I was still a substitute. But we met briefly, and even though it was a very short interaction, I remember you offering me the very sound advice of getting my English language arts endorsement to help land a job. And sure enough, I ended up getting hired on at Rock Creek the next year. So that really helped me get my foot in the door. And then kind of come full circle, the year after that, you hired me on at Rowe, which I'm forever grateful for. After that very short year, coming back to Rowe, it was very clear what a difference you'd made just in the overall culture here at Rowe. And just from there, it's, just gone uphill, and all the positive changes have been a joy to be a part of. So thanks for all the hard work and dedication that you put in to make that happen here. Additionally, I just always appreciate that you've taken the time to listen and support me through whatever I was going through or whatever I needed help with. You've just been an awesome leader, and I just appreciate all that you do here. So you have some really big shoes to fill, but I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and just hope it all goes well for you. Thanks again for everything, and take care.
That's right, Greg. You made such an impact on me that I tattooed a caricature of you onto a banana. And that's saying a lot. I can't say that I've ever done a caricature of any of my employers. I've had quite a few in the course of my 40 years of living. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy. As I reflect on my incredible experience teaching at Rowe, I know that you have had made a major lifelong impact on me as a teacher and an individual. The support, encouragement, respect that you have given me over the last 4 years truly goes unmatched to any employer that I've ever had. You would periodically build me up as I navigated those waves of insecurity during my first years of teaching. You made me feel valued and respected as an electives teacher, while also giving me space to find my own path in teaching my content. Your trust in me gave me the confidence to push myself as an educator, embrace trial and error, and pursue deeper connections to teaching our students art. Greg, I will miss you dearly, and I wish you the best. Can't thank you enough for all that you've taught me.
I can't thank Mr. Harris without first thanking his family for their sacrifice. Being a principal takes time away from your family. It takes dedication. It takes emotional energy and emotional investment. And when you're a parent and a partner, those things are on short reserve sometimes. So I just wanted to really appreciate Greg's family for everything that they've given us to allow Mr. Harris to be the best leader that he can be. And being the best leader is being transformational, and that's what Mr. Harris has been for Rowe. He had a really tough job coming in at the beginning of his principalship at Rowe. We had a lot of healing and coming together as a staff that we needed to do, and he did that with the power of grace and patience and understanding that I've never seen in a leader before. Not only did he do that, he really empowered me and empowered other staff members to transform into better teachers, better learning specialists, and better people to be around our students, which at the end of the day is why we're all here. While doing that, he also pushed us to do better. He led our equity team and did many other things around our building to ensure that our students would have the best experience that they could while attending Rowe. I appreciate the personal mentorship that Mr. Harris has provided for me being a leader in my own special program, his wisdom and always taking the time to talk with me and work through through and process problems. Thank you, Greg. You're so appreciated.
I really appreciate Greg. What I think I appreciate most about Greg is that he listens deeply and he values feedback from everybody. And he takes that feedback and he puts it into action. He also knows how to celebrate achievements of the people around him. And he takes the time to remind us to celebrate ourselves. And he's really good at it. And I appreciate that a lot about him. He also acknowledges that sometimes you need to sit down and play a game. And he has taught me a number of games over the years. And I always remember sitting down and putting some things aside and focusing on just having fun and playing a game. It's a valuable tool to be able to step back and just have fun with each other, and Greg reminds us to do that. So thank you, Greg. I appreciate you.
Greg, I tell you all the time what I appreciate about you in great specificity, and so I'll just tell you something that I probably haven't told you, which is, I don't know what your path has been to get to be who you are, but I feel like you're self-actualized, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like you've dealt with your issues, and so as such, having a leader like that, it's so nice and functional, because then whatever the issues are, we can deal with the issue instead of any of your issues. And that's a big deal. Like, that's super just functional. A lot. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Hi, Greg. Today I wanted to show you that I wore my Catan shirt in commemoration of our shared love of board games, and to wish you goodbye and to wish you well. I am sad to say goodbye to a really strong leader who has helped lead our kick-ass Rowe crew for the last 5 years. We are cool, and you are a big part of that. So it has been really inspiring and rewarding to work with someone who always has an open door, who I know I can speak my truth to, and I know that you will speak your truth right back. And I know that you have always done a good job of treating all of us as equals and of valuing our ideas and the expertise that we bring to the table. And that is a big part of how we've built such a cohesive culture and staff in our building. I am sad that A, you're going to the east side, B, you're going to the high school, and C, you're going to a school that already has staff, so you can't just, package this all up and take you with you. I wish that were possible in some ways. I know that you will do great things at the high school that you're about to open, and I know that you will still come around and say hi to us. Hopefully, we've left a mark on you. Best wishes, Greg. We'll miss you.
Hey, Greg, I just want to say it's been wonderful working with you for the last 5 years. I remember the first year you were in the building and I had to come to you and tell you that my snake was loose in the school, and you were so calm and thoughtful. I can see it on your face. You're thinking, oh my gosh, how do I solve this problem? And there was no solution. The snake just had to come back on its own. But you always tackle everything with calmness, with thoughtfulness, with a problem-solving mind. And I really appreciate that about you. I know that the staff is one that appreciates the ability to follow their passion, to bring their A game to Rowe every day, that they feel supported, and I know I have felt that way. I know that you're going to do a great job at your new school, and I'm going to miss you.
Hey, Greg. I am saying goodbye and thank you all at once. And it feels a little bit odd putting my voice in there with those of everyone who's known you for years and has gotten to work with you for a long time and really seen the changes you've enacted at Rowe. But I guess I'll try to speak to that a little bit as a newcomer and someone who doesn't know too much about the history at Rowe, or who doesn't know too much about what you've done in this school. But I guess I do know a little bit, and I could say I can see the impact you've had from the first day I walked into Rowe. On that orientation day, came in the building, you pulled out a board game, and to be honest, you had me there. But just from that day on, every time I walked into the halls at Rowe, I can feel the passion and the community from everybody involved, from every single student to every single employee to families. Everyone I interacted with really cared, and there was this sense that we were all working together to try to do something meaningful and build something meaningful for the students. And I think, well, I don't think, I'm pretty darn sure that that all comes down to you as the leader at the school. I saw it throughout the year. You knew how to set the tone. You did an amazing job of bringing people together, making everyone feel valued. From me as a new teacher to people who've been working there forever, you were able to bring all of our voices in, help all of us stay motivated, and give us purpose in the building. So I want to say thank you. I know you're going to kick butt at the high school, and good luck.
I've really appreciated the way Greg has welcomed me in and supported the speech program and special education here at Rowe. I know we are definitely going to miss your presence here at Rowe. I'm glad that you'll still be within the district doing this wonderful work. One of the many ways Greg has affected Rowe is the way that he advocates for equity for the students and for the staff. I really appreciate that about him and really respect that.
Hey, so I really enjoyed my time here at Rowe, and it's mostly has to do with Greg. I've been teaching before, I taught in Vegas for 2 years. I had a flying principal there, and then I taught at another school for 7 years, and in those 7 years we had 5 principals. It was a school in crisis. It was a tough situation, although I really loved the community there. I loved the students, and I loved their families. Fortunately, it was really hard with principals constantly moving in and out, and it was very stressful. And so when I got to interview for Rowe, I'm really happy because when I was told I was having my interview, I was actually down in California on a family road trip to Tucson, and I just hopped on a plane and flew up, got here and got interviewed and got a job, and I really loved it ever since. And mostly has to do with Greg. I love the way he respects me. I came here really low morale, and he helped boost me up a bit. It makes me feel like I know what I'm doing, even when I don't always feel like I am, but he notes things that I didn't even realize were going on, because all I ever see are the negatives, and he sees the positives. And so it's been really great. He brings a lot of strength in that way, and I'm going to miss him. I hope he's my first really great principal, and I hope he does great where he's going, and I'm really going to miss him.
Well, it's kind of like a loose tooth when you're a little kid, and you got to pull it, and I guess I just got to make this video. So, Greg, gonna miss you a lot. Thanks for all the support. So many good things. Some have probably heard the story. I've mentioned it in other venues, but I always remember day one of the first year, you passed by my room, asked me if I needed anything. I was like, man, I just need a recycle bin. And you went to your office and brought me back yours. That seems like so small, yet it was, I don't know, it just let me know the type of person you are. And I appreciate that. I'm gonna kind of keep it short. Thanks for pulling Rowe up from the bottom. You did it, man, and you're gonna do awesome at your new job. Gonna miss you.
Hi, Greg. I just wanted to hop on and say thank you so much for everything this year. This was quite an introduction to, this career, and I'm just going to be forever grateful to have had this first experience with such an incredible principal who is just so supportive and patient and kind, and just gave me such incredible advice. And you'll forever be the first person who ever introduced me as a health teacher. That was a very big deal for me, and it will stand out in my memory, definitely. And yeah, good luck at the high school. I'm sure that it's going to be incredible, and they're really lucky to have you. And yeah, thanks for setting the bar so high. At the start of my career, I think I'll have a really good idea of what I will look for in a principal and in a school because of your leadership at Rowe. So thank you and good luck.
The time has come. I am going to have to say goodbye to my birthday twin. I don't know if everybody on the staff knows this. We have the same birthday. Not the same year, but we have the same month and day. And I'd just like to point out that you are the only other person I've ever met in my life who has my exact same birthday. And the other person turned out to be one of my best friends that I met in middle school. We were running one of those like 1-minute trials and had to write our birthdays down on a card. And I was like, "You're so tired, you copied my birthday." And she's like, "You're so tired, you copied mine." And then you and I also discovered we had the same birthday. So maybe it's a middle school thing. Maybe I'll meet another person. Maybe you will. So anyway, so to my birthday twin and incredible guide and leader, principal of our school, I just wanted to say that, when you came in, things were really challenging. Needless to say, it was a very difficult year that I had that first year when you weren't there. And I just think that it can't be not said about how much I've appreciated you seek to understand, you listen, you want to grow, and you do this in this there's an authenticity about you that I just think needs to be said. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you are humble and you're willing to grow and you learn with us and you do it with kindness and humor. And so you're going to be greatly missed. Thank you for everything you've brought. Please come back and say hi. And thank you for turning our school into being such a great leader for our school and our staff and our students and their families. We will miss you.
Greg, we're gonna miss you so much. I just wanted to first thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here at Rowe and for being such an amazing mentor to me, and honestly making my first year as an administrator amazing. And please don't forget about us. We still have your number, so we will be calling you, but you're amazing, and just thank you.
Greg, the thing that I have appreciated the most about you is how you've always trusted us to be professionals and really allowed us to rely on our own expertise to run our classrooms, but you're always there to support if we need it. So thank you for that. And thank you for always receiving my weird The Office themed gifts for holidays. I wish you well on the next step of your journey, and thank you for everything.
Hey Greg, thanks for your leadership. Thanks for everything you did for Rowe. You made it a safe, supportive place for students and staff. And I think your priorities for what education should be for kids, I think those priorities are exactly right. I think you know what is most important, and you have the ability to communicate that to the people that you lead. And it was really amazing to work for you for the past 3 years. You made Rowe a great place to work and a great place for kids. So thanks for that. Good luck.
Good luck without us, Greg. We just wanted to say
thank you for supporting our family these past 5 years. We've gone through a lot of changes, and you've always been really open to our needs, so that we could teach and parent and feel good at both places. So we appreciate that.
And thank you for letting us and all the people at Rowe be professional and trusting us to do our job.
Appreciate that you've had the faith in me to let me do different things, and that in each of those endeavors you've had my back. Thank you very much.
Good luck in the future.
Hi Greg, I
Just wanted to say that I am so appreciative to have been a student teacher and now a teacher at the Rowe community with you as our fearless leader. I just wanted to say that what I really appreciate the most about you is that you model with your actions what a leader should be. And when I say that, I just mean that if you clearly listen to our students, you listen to our staff, you validate and empower us, and you're a genuine person with humility and genuine care. And it's just really empowering as a teacher to work under you and try to do the same thing as I'm learning how to be a better educator and a better role model myself. So thank you so much for all that you've helped me through in my student teaching and teaching first year. I'm really grateful to have started my teaching career feeling so empowered. And that's hugely because of your leadership. So thank you, and good luck to you next year. We'll really, really miss you.
What I've appreciated most about Greg Harris is how humble he is. There are very few people in this world who can be named, middle school principal of the year, and be the lead singer of Matchbox 20 and still choose and love driving a Chevy Aveo. I mean, it's a special person. Definitely a lot of humbleness and humility. So probably my favorite quality about Greg Harris. All right, in all seriousness, the things I do appreciate about Greg and what I think he has done for the Rowe community is just that. He has helped build a community that people are proud to be a part of. Coming to Rowe and Greg, letting me get here to this community and to his family has been the greatest thing for me. And I know it's because of what he has done with his leadership to build a sense of trust, collaboration among not only the staff, but the students and families in our community. His priorities are always about what's best for kids, what's best for our families, what's best for us. And I think it's the thing I appreciate most about him is that he has what I consider the epitome of, priorities in the right place. And it's definitely been an honor to work with Greg again at Rowe. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I get to be here. I'm sad that he's leaving, and I know that he will take that sense of community building and those priorities to his new building.
Hi, Greg. I remember when you first showed up at Rock Creek looking way too much like Justin Bieber for comfort, but you knew your stuff. And you did amazing things, and as a result, you were offered the position at Rowe. And I was very fortunate that you asked me to be a part of your journey at Rowe. You have truly challenged me to be a better teacher, a more thoughtful person, and you have done the same thing for the school and the community. And at some point in time, looking back, I hope you really know what a difference you've made. You're about to go on to some new things, and I have no doubt that you're going to be just as amazing, and you're going to change lives. I hope you know what a difference you've made and how much you will truly be missed. And I sincerely hope that we will get to work together again in the future. Best wishes.
Good morning, Greg. I want to thank you for your wonderful inspiration, leadership, team building. You are a true advocate for the values and ideals that we hold in the district and that I hold as a teacher. You've been an incredible leader. You've been an incredible inspiration to the staff, students, and families. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so thrilled that you're getting this opportunity to move ahead. The high school is going to be really lucky to have you. We're going to miss you, but the impression that you've left on this staff and this community and this school are going to last a long time. Thank you so much. Good luck at everything that you do.
Greg, I think the first time that we interacted with each other was when you were assistant principal over at Rock Creek, and I was one of the language arts people in the language arts district PLC, and we had to have a huge meeting where we all sat down and big old circle, and we had to talk out some things because I was pretty heated and I got the rest of the Rowe teachers all riled up, and we had to have like a come together kumbaya moment, and I really appreciated that you gave us that space to do so, because I was mad. And then you came over to Rowe, and you have been incredibly supportive ever since then. I can't tell you how many times I've come up to you and like, hey, I have this wild idea that we want to try out, and as long as me and the kids have a little bit of a plan and some schematics of how to make the idea work, you're just like, yeah. And so many things that happen now at this school are just because you are willing to allow them to happen. And I think that's one of your many great qualities, is that you recognize the people that work with you. You recognize their talents and their abilities, and you're just a wonderful curator. And like, oh, I'm gonna have these two do this, and I'm gonna have these three do this. I'm gonna talk to this person to do this, and oh, those four, they're gonna be in charge of this. And it really makes all of us feel really included in all the changes that are happening here. And I think that's a really positive and impactful thing to do. I don't know what this school is going to be like without you. I think you have just been a calming presence for everybody here. I think you're great at reading the room and being like, okay, everyone's a little stressed out today for PD. We're all gonna sit down and talk to each other about some successes that we've had in the classroom. And you just see everyone's shoulders kind of slink and just be like, oh, okay, I feel better now. So you support us, you ride for us, you push us, you encourage us to try other things. I remember one time Michelle Harrison told me that one way to determine if you're implementing positive systems and doing successful work is if you yourself can step away from those systems and those systems can still function without you. And I think that is going to be probably one of the biggest compliments to your administrative work, is that I think you've put a lot of great systems in place where if you leave, when you leave, I think we're gonna be okay for the most part. And it's not that we're not gonna miss you, but you've done it. You've implemented systems, and you've gotten us on our way, and I think we're gonna be able to just continue to follow the Greg Harris mold as we continue to move forward in the future. So thank you. You've been incredibly influential on my career. You have helped me figure out like what I want to do with my life as far as an educator is concerned, and I think I will be forever indebted to you. I owe you more than I got.